Are you going or?
I was waiting for me spot. God, get pressured.
Oh, it's playing. It's playing. That's why I always start.
I was giving it to the first little bit.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
I guess so.
You go again, because you throw me off mistake. You just be quiet. Let the professional deal with it.
Okay. Well, I don't want to drown you out at the same time. That's the thing. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hello, you absolute legends, and welcome back to Topicopedia, the podcast that proves you don't need facts when you've got vibes.
And poor life choices.
Yours mostly, to be fair.
Oi, I live a very calm, drama-free life, thank you. Some might even say painfully quiet.
Yes, because nothing ever happens to you. Meanwhile, my body is out here running side quests like it's an open world RPG. Honestly, at this point, I'm less person and more a case study. Doctors don't treat me, they present me.
Today's lecture, Nicole. We don't know what's wrong, but it's definitely something.
Rude. Accurate, but rude.
Right, in this week's episode, we are diving straight into your feedback.
Which we love, by the way. Keep it coming. Slide into our inbox like it's a bad decision at 2 a.m.
We'll also be chatting about our notable news stories of the week.
Keeping it light, spicy, and only mildly chaotic.
Then we're going into a very important cultural discussion. Oh.
Ah, yes. Little treat culture. The personality traits, the coping mechanism, the final downfall. Financial downfall,
okay.
even, sorry.
Either works. Whatever. If I buy one more iced coffee as a reward for leaving the house, I'll need a loan.
Worth it. Always worth it.
I don't even like iced coffee.
Oh, I do. I love
We've
yours.
also got our Exhibit A feature.
This week covering the murder of Mary Jane Voller.
So as always, we'll treat it with the respect it deserves before immediately ruining the mood with nonsense afterwards.
Then it's time for Follow Fast or Scroll Past.
And this week's category is He's a 10, but...
Oh, we are judging ruthlessly.
Petty, yes. Necessary, also yes.
We've got Meme of the Week.
Jokes of the Week.
And at least one moment we deeply regret that we've just said out loud.
Probably within the first 10 minutes.
Also, quick shout out.
Oh no.
To Uncle Jerry.
Absolutely not.
Still banned from Family Barbecue. Still disturbingly inappropriate.
Still listening, which is the worrying part.
So, whether you're here for the laughs, the chaos.
You stopped halfway through a sentence.
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Slack.
The questionable life advice. Oh no, where have you gone? Or just because your life is somehow quieter than mine. Settle in, grab yourself a little treat. Go on, you deserve it. And let's get into episode 205 of Topicopedia. Let's go. And by completing the script, I did hope Nicole would be back, and she's frantically giving me spinny circle. So you know what? I'm going to try and wing it for myself. I'm going to tell you how my week went. Yeah, that went well. Are you back?
I don't know, am I?
Yeah. I'm not even editing it. I'm leaving it all in. It can be. It adds to the fun. I completed the script for you.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
Thank you. You're very welcome. I was about to say how my week had gone, but then I realised I don't think I've really done anything this week.
Oh, wow.
I've been training.
Why am I surprised?
I've been training at work because I'm swapping roles slightly.
Yeah,
and changing work hours. I'm going to be 9 to 5 Monday to Friday, kind of.
Oh, that's living the dream these days. Isn't it?
I know that is really bizarre, but yeah, so it's a very much a change.
How exciting!
Yeah.
Well, me, on the other hand, I am still currently processing, literally, the prunes and dried apricots I ate last night.
Nice.
It's windy over here.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that.
Stopped farting in the last 24 hours. It is just constant.
You need to harness that energy. Could you imagine if you could bottle it up and use it as energy, power your house?
Babe, you can bottle it up. You just sit in the bath with a jam jar. Don't ask how I know this, but that's how it's done. And the way you do it is you know how you if you had a glass and you fill it with water and then you turn it upside down in water. You do that and then you hold it over where the fart you hope is going to come up. And then you into it. So you then have pure fart in the jar. This is what you do, right? I'm not joking. I've seen a video on this.
What gets me is the fact that even if you do fart in the bath, it doesn't lose its smell either.
No.
The smell travels with it.
Yeah. Oh, it really does. Yeah.
My God, what a way to open the show. Fantastic.
That is how you fart in a jar. You're fucking welcome, by the way, for perverts who will pay big money for it. Also, I saw a reel on Instagram yesterday or the day before, and I nearly wet myself laughing over it because it was this young girl who must have been about 10 or 11, and she's in like Home Bargains. And you know the jar candles?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's opened one of them up because everyone does and sniffed it.
Yeah.
Because you do. And then she farts in it, quickly puts the lid on and puts it back on the shelf. And I thought, why aren't more people doing that? I'm glad they're not because I'm a candle sniffer too. But that's so funny.
If you're new to the podcast, it doesn't get much better than this, to be fair.
No, this is pretty standard, I think.
We've set the tone already.
We have. Sorry. I'm not that sorry. I'll do it again.
Oh, dear.
All this because I ate some prunes last night, honestly. And I had to because things were getting all a bit slow in there. And, you know, do you ever, I don't know, I don't think this is normal because this has only started happening to me in the last like 6 months or so. But sometimes my digestive system. Yeah, sometimes it slows down and it's not processing quick enough.
Okay.
So I get too full and I'm not constipated, but it's just not processing quick enough. And I get really full and it starts to hurt.
Okay.
That's what happened yesterday. That's why I was eating prunes and apricots because I know for a fact those things make things move. I've learnt the hard way. So, yeah, now I can't stop farting. I've definitely had a good purge and now I can't stop farting. It's marvellous. It is, honestly, there's so much joy in farting.
Fair dues. Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I've done anything more meaningful with my week. My bedroom is going to be like a printing shop in a minute.
Okay.
I've got a couple of little bedside tables that's going to go either side of my desk and one's going to have like my normal printer on it.
Yeah.
And then underneath it, it's going to have like my postage label printer.
Yeah.
That does stickers and stuff as well. And then on the other side, I've got another identical one. And that is eventually going to have my 3D printer on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
You sound like you're becoming me with printers. I've literally, where I'm sat, I've got one behind me that's shit. I've got one in front of me that's stripped for parts.
Okay.
And then in the printing business, we've got one in there, two in there, three in there, and then two label printers. Yeah. Latest one we converted is converted one to DTF, which bizarrely doesn't mean down to fuck. It means
what?
It doesn't. No, it means direct to film. So you print on.
Steve messaged me earlier. I just want to say, Steve messaged me earlier. I can't remember the ins and outs of the message, but I just remember him saying, "Can you tell me this information, please? Because Lindsay wants to use DTF printing," and I'm like, "She wants to what?" She needs my help with that. Yeah. How?
Yeah, it just involves printing on like a plastic sheet, kind of like how would you describe it? Like you get laminating pouches. It's like them.
Oh yeah.
Like just one side of that, and you print onto that, and then DTF printers cost like $5,000. They are ridiculous, but you can hack. I probably shouldn't be giving the game away here, but you can hack certain printers.
Don't say too much about it.
Yeah.
Don't say too much.
But hopefully soon we'll have more merch in our store and we'll be able to put nice things on dark colours.
That is really exciting.
That is exciting.
Because our background is black, isn't it, for our logo? So it'll work so much better for us.
We can do the purple on the black and everything. Beautiful.
It's going to be sexy.
Yeah. So you can look forward to that. I'll get a t-shirt sent out to you as soon as possible once we've mastered it all. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm half tempted to put Uncle Jerry on the back for you.
No, I want to wear it. No, don't do that to me. I do actually want to wear it.
I might just put the text, ask me about Uncle Jerry.
Ask me about hashtag Uncle Jerry. Even better.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Get a hashtag in there.
A hashtag.
There we go.
Yeah.
I might. Do you want that on the back? I'll put that on the back.
Put it on the back, like at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, on the bottom, like hem. Yeah,
Right.
that'd be really cool.
Ask me about hashtag Uncle Jerry. People go,
So I'll know whoever's looked at my ass by if they go, so what's this hashtag Uncle Jerry about? And I'll be like, all right, wow, this is an interesting topic, isn't it? You'd like him. Yeah, you'd get along. Yeah, that's a plan.
Yeah.
That's a plan, Stan. Excellent.
Also, I've obviously browsing eBay. I did spot another printer. And then I was like, oh, that's cheap enough. We'll put a bid on that because it was in an auction rather than to buy it now. I was like, for that price, oh yeah, we'll put a bid in. And put a bid in and then no one else bid, so we won it. So we've got another printer on the way. We are just, we're printer mad. We've got a laser cutter as well that we've not.
Oh, have you? How much was that?
Oh, that wasn't cheap. That was like 500 or 600 quid, I think.
Oh, okay. It's okay because I want one and I looked into it and my jaw hit the floor. I thought, well, I better wait and sell some animals first.
Why? What you wanted to make in it?
So
you could get me to make it for you.
Oh, that's true. Acrylic enclosures.
Okay. We've not played with acrylic much, but it can do it.
I know acrylic's a tricky one because obviously people want clear acrylic and I know that is harder, but it can be done, I believe. But yes.
Basically, yes.
I will look into how you get the designs and stuff for it. And we'll talk, definitely.
Cool. There we go. Cool. We're chatting business now on the podcast.
We are. We've become a business podcast.
We're going to tell you how you can make your millions from home.
Absolutely.
We can hope. We make millions.
Will you be able to put a logo on it as well?
We can etch a logo onto it. Yeah,
because I know I've seen a lot of people do it, and I think I want to be etched onto people's enclosures.
We can definitely etch on it. It's great fun. We've done it on glasses before.
Oh,
because that's what we did at the end of for Christmas. We just etched loads of glass. We got glasses from a pack of pint glasses from Argos and a pack of wine glasses, and then just etched all the teachers' gifts.
Oh, what a good idea!
Yeah, because it's just easier than going out and buying, cheaper, to be fair. I mean, it took us more time to do. In our time, it was more expensive, but it was actually...
Well, yeah, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I suppose there's 2 times that you want teacher gifts, and that is at Christmas and also end of summer term.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Exactly. Or when they're leaving.
Yeah, well, they do leave end of summer term, don't they?
Obviously, when they leave, or when they leave the school, the kids. They like the shirts as well. We do the shirts.
That's brilliant. That's genius.
We do. Yeah, we can do anything. If you need anything, immenceprinting.co.uk. Head there.
I honestly rate you guys. I've had you do a couple of bits for me, which has usually been gifts. And Holly's shirt. I won't say what's on it. It's absolutely brilliant, and she wears it all the time.
That's good.
Legitimately,
that is good. I'm glad it's standing the test of time. Well. Excellent.
It really is.
Good.
Yeah. Anyway, I suppose we better lay our business plans to one side for a moment.
Yeah.
Should we get on with the show?
It's like The Apprentice. That came to a close this week.
Oh, did it?
Of course, I've not got a TV license, so I don't know anything about it.
Except for what you've seen on Facebook,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it because I don't watch it.
Oh, okay. The person who won deserved it, to be fair.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah, I thought like 6 or 7 weeks ago. Obviously, I've not watched it at my house. I've watched it at someone's house where they've got a TV license.
Yes.
I watched it. There we go. Can you confess to that? I watched it at someone else's house.
Yeah, you're allowed to do. Yeah, you can, as long as they've got a TV license.
I mean, to be fair, I did get an envelope through the other day that said, you are now under investigation. I'm thinking, how am I under investigation? You've not even got my name on the letter. It just says the occupier. But I called it like 6 or 7 weeks ago now, I think. It wasn't that far into the process where I thought, you know what, she's going to win it. And she did. Yeah, there we go.
Good. What was the product?
The product was a beauty product, like a beauty cream.
Ooh, okay.
But she qualified in dermatology and all this kind of stuff. So she knew her stuff.
Even better. Yeah,
and
that's good.
It is also, she'd used it on herself. She used to have really bad acne and whatnot. And now you can't even tell, like, just through using products. There you go.
Fantastic. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Someone with lived experience.
So maybe Alan Sugar will come back next year looking 20 years younger.
Well, I mean, good luck to him.
Got something to say? Well, don't be shy. Slide in our DMs, Topicopedia.online. Love us or hate us, we'll read it out loud, even if it's weird.
Or makes Jerry proud. Yeah, we saw your NFT, cheers, chair. Still can't unsee all that pubic hair. Then came the tale that we can't explain. A dildo dick stuck to the cabin in a plane.
And who could forget that fateful hour when chihuahuas rose and seized world power?
So love us or roast us, we're not gonna cry. We'll read out your filth with a wink and a sigh. Be cheeky, be brutal, be gross, we don't care. We've seen Uncle Jerry's pick. Nothing compares. Nothing compares.
We love getting all your feedback through every week. Of course, you can fill in the form on our website. You don't have to put in a legitimate name or email address or anything. I don't care. You can make it up. You can say what you like on it. But please do fill it in.
Yes, please do. Like Andy has.
Hey!
Andy has said, loving that I have my own segment now with my very own jingle. I feel quite important now.
Oh, well, yeah, I didn't play that, but I forgot to play that version.
We don't need that version. It's fine.
Okay.
It was just a bit of a one-off bit of fun.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do it again one day when everyone's least expecting it. But I'm glad he enjoyed it. And I'm glad he's now wearing a tea. I'm glad he's wearing his tea cozy. So, and I'd like to see a picture of that, please, Andy. Yeah. And on separate news, you both missed the innuendo that Steve said about how well the intro went. As he said, you pulled it off. Winky face. Ha ha.
Maybe I meant it.
Bloody hell. Maybe you did. Yeah.
That was well spotted. That was well listened.
Very. I mean, yeah, I must say, Andy is quite good at pointing out that we need to get him on one day, don't we? So we can point these out in real time.
Yeah. And have a go at that bloody word game as well that you like doing.
Yes. I love stuff like that. Right, I don't know about this bit because he said Nicole is certainly wrong about fresh donuts. Even the delightful Torbay has fresh donuts, but much like Steve says, they aren't cheap these days. Can I just say, Andy, I have never seen anywhere a donut being sold on the coast. I haven't, I must admit, seen a lot of the Devon coast, but I've never seen that in Plymouth, and I've never seen that in Cornwall. So
I'm going to have to watch some more Michael Barrymore because he's living down there now, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He was in Plymouth. He's done a vlog of Plymouth.
Has he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was, there's a busker in town. She's called Stevie Sings. She's fucking horrific and everyone hates her. Like, she's actually been done for animal abuse or something. I don't know.
Really?
So I've heard. I'm not sure if this is true. Don't sue. But that's what I heard, yeah. And he was singing with her. Bless him. Someone will tell him that one day she's a wrong one. But yeah, no, watch the Plymouth one. It was only a couple of weeks ago. I watched it with Lee. It was quite good. Right. Anyway, so I was waiting to see if we knew anyone in it. And Lee kept pointing people out, going, "You see her? I know her." And I'm like, "Oh, right. Okay. I don't know anyone. See her? I know her. Oh, he's been there years. He has." Okay. He's one of them people you can't go anywhere. He knows somebody anywhere you go. It's like
yeah. I am quite sad watching vlogs of places. So yeah, I do. I watch a lot of that. A lot of Billy Moore.
I like stuff like that. Yeah. Right, and then the end of the feedback it says still shocked they had Rolf Harris's star up. It's part of cancel culture that I agree with. I mean, when you've been that much of a wrong 'un, it should go, shouldn't it? Yeah.
The thing is though, like, because in the middle of all the names, you've obviously got you've got quotes and things. It doesn't say who the quotes are from, so there could be like Rolf Harris comedy in there, and we wouldn't know unless you actually look at it and remember it. But if you don't remember it, you look at it going, "Oh, I wonder what show that's from," or whatever. Like, so then would you have to take that part out as well? And then surely you'd have to replace it with something as well, because it'd be a bit weird to not replace it and just start having a couple of gaps appearing in the carpet.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm referring to the comedy carpet across the road from Blackpool Tower in Blackpool. Obviously, It's in bloody Blackpool. I just said Blackpool Tower. Yeah.
Just say Blackpool again, just in case.
Just Blackpool. Obviously, it's not an actual carpet. It is stone. So I don't know how easy it is to take anything off and put anything else on. If you've got to take up the whole square of stone and then just replace it with another.
Well, they should have thought of that before they put a pedo on there.
I don't think they knew he was a pedo when they put him there, funnily enough, but still.
Well, I know that, and you know that, but that's not the point. But it's entirely the point, but it's not the point.
Or maybe...
I'm making it not the point.
Or maybe they did know, but they didn't know because they're advised, but told not.
Maybe.
Do you see what I'm getting at there? I'm swaying into notable news.
Hey there, folks, come take a peek. It's notable news of the week. Headlines, highlights, what's on trend from start to finish, beginning to end. Stories big and stories sleek. It's scoop you wanna see. Smart and snappy, fresh and chic. Notable news of the week. Notable news of the week. Hey! Notable news of the week.
So, notable news this week, if you don't get what I was referring to there, this whole Mandelson situation that Keir Starmer's got himself into, completely his own doing, I feel.
Yes. Agreed.
Oh my God! How has he heads not rolled? I mean, he told Boris to resign over bloody cake.
Yes.
What a hypocrite!
I mean, and then some, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do we think actually happened? What do you reckon the timeline was? Like, they wanted Peter Mandelson to be the ambassador to the USA. And they already knew he previously had links with Epstein. And we don't know that Peter Mandelson particularly has done anything wrong. He's not been convicted of anything. But do you want a dodgy character as your ambassador to your greatest ally?
No, not especially. But he obviously thought he did.
Yeah. I mean, but... Because obviously, like, the end of last year, Keir Starmer, was it, August or whatever last year, Keir Starmer said in PMQs, whatever, I hadn't been told any reason not to take him on or whatever.
Yeah.
And he'd spoken to him and all this malarkey. And it turns out he was vetted and he failed the vetting.
Yeah.
But he still got the job anyway. Or got to keep the job if he was already in it. They didn't take him off it.
Yeah.
So exactly. How have no heads rolled? If this happened to any other political party, heads would have rolled. Could you imagine if it was a Tory still in power, or if it was Reform that got in power and had such a controversy like that?
You'd never hear the end of it.
You would not. But,
no, but it's different, isn't it now?
Yeah.
It's very interesting how quiet certain people are. I mean, we all know those certain people. We've all got them on our Facebook or our Instagrams or whatever, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like certain loudmouth git who's always got something to say. They've been very quiet these last couple of years.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like
are
it's
you
concerning?
Yeah. You've got a bit of regrets right now.
I would think so.
So, I mean, he also jetted off to, he went to France, didn't he? He went to Paris to attend a Zoom meeting. Come on, man, right? We can't afford to fill our cars up. And we're told, we might run out of jet fuel in the coming weeks. People's summer holidays be cancelled. Yet you're flying to bloody Paris for a meeting that is virtual. What? Yeah, he flew there for that meeting, which he supposedly, he helped thrash out the deal that reopened the Strait of Hormuz.
Was he confused?
Was he confused?
But is it like one of those? Well, like when he thought Trump was wanting to come up and like talk to him and stuff like that, and actually he wasn't interested at all. Is it a bit like that? Did he think he was going for a meeting?
I don't think so. I think he knew full well, but he wanted to look important. He wanted to be there and schmooze with Macron.
Right. Well,
he's all about looking important while completely being
it doesn't work.
Fucking
he
useless.
Just looks a knob.
He does.
He's an idiot. I can't get over it.
Yeah, so he took credit for opening the Strait of Hormuz, even though I think it was Trump, and Trump had already announced it was open hours earlier, which ironically since is closed again. Apparently it opens and closes more than Katie Price's legs at this point, the Strait of Hormuz. What is going on? I did see something funny though. Someone has actually on Google Maps added a location marker on the Strait of Hormuz, and added opening times to it.
Really?
Yeah, like open between 9 and 4:30 Monday to Friday or something like that.
Oh my God.
Like, I mean, it is at that point where it is ridiculous, isn't it? Because, if you agree to something, they should stick to it. You would think.
They should.
But, yeah. So is it open? Is it closed? Depending on what time you listen to the podcast, it could be either.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a mystery.
It's a mystery.
Yeah. Apparently, a British tanker was struck, but that was completely it seemed to be kept from our news.
Yeah.
But apparently it was in the news in America.
Okay, that's interesting.
So, yeah, I'm questioning now how much of our coverage of things is
I think
adjusted.
we've seen it, though. I think we've seen this happen in the last couple of years. I mean, last year with, Irina Sarutska, that wasn't talked about until it had become so viral on the internet that I don't think mainstream news could not mention it.
Yeah.
But lots of I think we do. I think we have, and like the protests in London and how many
Manchester
people turned up. Yeah, and well, it was just the fact that we were told that only 100,000 people turned up.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right.
But I mean, this weekend there's been protests in Manchester, and
yes,
they've already banned half a dozen YouTubers from Manchester now. They all got knocks on the doors and, served with, bans.
Why?
Just, I don't know. I think Andy Burnham is, and along with Mr. Starmer, is concerned about the truth being shown. And a lot of it does show that actually, in these protests, there is people there covering their faces, being quite intimidating. And these aren't the far right thugs that I'm talking about that are doing that. And they're not cracking down on them. So they need to. I think it shows the two-tierness, and that's kind of what they're trying to hide from the public, I feel.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, massively.
While I just think, people should be open to discussions. We've got a right to protest. So you should have a right to film the protest. But I do disagree with completely covering your face.
Massively. You should not be completely covering
Everyone
your face.
should be identifiable should anything happen. But from what I see, most people are peaceful.
Most people are, but it only takes one Wally to turn a protest into a riot.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yes, I think you should only have the right to protest if you're willing to show your identity.
Yeah, completely agree. That's what I believe. It doesn't make sense to be able to hide it.
Well, you can't hide your identity unless you're of a certain ethnic persuasion. If you go into a shop or anything like that, because you need to be identifiable in case you steal something. Most people don't steal anything.
Yeah, it's like going into a bank. You expect to take your helmet off if you're a motorcyclist or whatever. Like it's common sense. And it's polite as well.
A lot of Uber drivers get asked to take their helmet off when they're delivering orders.
Yeah, but that, it's more friendly, isn't it? It's more personal.
Well, it is, but also I think you should be able to identify the person that's come to your house in case something was to happen.
Yeah.
There are some weirdos out there. Yeah.
Yeah, there is, to be fair. So it does concern me that when we start seeing, free speech being limited, restricted, real coverage being restricted, and manipulation of what's shown in the media.
Yeah.
And I think that's why YouTubers are doing so well, because they do show things that the mainstream media won't or can't.
Exactly. Yes.
So now they're going after them. So
it's come to something where the internet is more truthful than the actual news now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
It always used to be the other way around. Like, oh God, don't believe what you see on the internet. But now it's like, you need to pay attention to what's on the internet.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
But just make sure it's not AI. And I'm looking at my mum.
Some AI is very convincing though, isn't it?
It's terrifying. And then there's been a couple that have nearly got me, and my daughter will go, well, that's AI, and I'm like, how can you tell? How do you know? But they can tell. So now I feel old.
There's usually something like, someone in the background's walking backwards or something like that.
Yeah, but not always.
No.
I mean, sometimes you can just tell it's just got a certain look. Something's just not quite right.
Yeah, the emotions sometimes aren't right in facial expressions. But then again, if people are covering their faces, it's easier to then so then you won't know if it's AI or not.
That's true.
So so apparently the world has lost more than $50 billion worth of oil because of the Iran war.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Reuters said more than 50 billion of crude oil production has since been lost since the conflict began. So does that mean actually the world is probably using a bit less oil? They're using it more sparingly.
Maybe.
Probably
not.
Maybe it's
Probably
pushing us to be greener.
I don't believe that.
I know someone who he's a bit sick of the petrol prices and has now ordered themselves an electric vehicle.
Is this you?
No.
Are you someone?
No, not me. I've not got a driveway, so it won't really work for me. If I can't charge at home, then I can't take advantage of the low cost of charging it. But my issue is the initial outlay of the EV and then how fast they plummet in price. Because say it develops a battery fault, that is it. The car's worthless at that point, because replacing the battery costs more than what it's worth to just go out and get a new car with 0 miles on it.
That's a bit frightening.
And then obviously we've got all this controversy with the potholes in the roads and things. And EVs are heavier than normal cars. because they're batteries.
Yeah.
So I think in some ways it's contributing more to that as well.
That's true.
Which hasn't really been recognised.
My dad's got a hybrid, so it's that seems to work.
Is it a
well.
plug-in one, or is it charge itself up as it goes? Yeah,
it charges itself up.
Yeah, mine does. So it basically, it's still a petrol car, but it's it does generate some when you brake and whatnot. It re-harnesses that energy, and then you can use it. So when you're on the motorway or whatever, it will turn the engine off for a little bit. If it's got full battery, it'll turn the engine off for a little bit if you're cruising along. It can maintain the speed, but it does need the engine to, when you put your foot down or whatever, you need to get up to speed. But yeah, so basically it just uses a bit less fuel, but it still does use fuel. But it's a step in the right direction. But then,
I think so. It's probably a good solution for people like you who don't have a driveway or any way of sort of charging. So but you look at some charging points, public charging points, and they charge like 80p a kilowatt hour. Yeah. Which is ridiculous when you consider, say, your home energy is on average 25p a kilowatt hour if you're on a standard tariff. Or if you've got an EV tariff, you can charge for like 8p overnight. But they're going to do this. This is this was always going to happen. That electricity was suddenly going to be very expensive when you wanted to charge a car. Yeah. This was always going to happen. And as people do move to electric vehicles, and, traditionally, there's always been excess energy on the grid overnight, resulting in low, the price being cheap. When everyone's got an EV and they plug it in overnight, that's going to be the new peak. I agree. So, we need to get producing more energy. We need to have a way of storing the solar that we generate during the day to power all these EVs at night, really. But that's easier said than done. But there we go. That's for someone else to worry about, I think. I think I'm going to stick with my car for now and put up with the high prices. But you know what? Coming up to a local set of elections where the forecasts are that Labour is going to potentially be wiped out in local councils. Oh my God, totally. Coming up to that, can I just say, just a quick side note, I've had the Labour team come and canvass twice now. Same woman as well. And twice. They've also been sending me the mail through the post. No one else has done it. But yes, she's come around twice. She remembered my name. She remembered everything I told her about how I won't be voting for anybody. Thank you very much. Off you go. Because I don't want to tell them anything. I don't want them to know anything about my life or anything like that. They've obviously jotted all this down so that they can go around. Come back round. They've targeted you a second time to try and and they sent me stuff in the mail in between as well. And she's like, she's really great. She gets stuff done. She's called Chelsea, this woman who's running. It wasn't Chelsea who came and knocked on my door. The other guy, Steve Ricketts, he used to come and actually knock on the door himself at least. Yeah. But anyway, so that I just wanted to say I've been hammered by Labour, but I don't think it's going to help them any. Well, no one's knocked on my door. Oh, really? I've had 2 leaflets from the same party, and that's it. And who was that? That was Reform. They're the only ones. They're the only ones I've had anything from. I want to know when our local election. Have we already had them? No, actually, May the 7th. Oh, is it May 7th? Yes. But what I'm trying to say is, coming up to that, because it is kind of a judgment on Starmer's leadership at this point. Yeah. And is he still there? Because they're going to keep him there until they can pin this all being on him rather than put someone else in and then blame them. But at this point, if they wanted easy votes, right, they're making an extra £20 million a day in fuel VAT from these really high fuel prices from this war. Yeah. So why don't they do the rest of Europe and give a tax cut on fuel? That'd be nice. Give a tax cut. That's all they need to do. They're not losing anything. They've already budgeted for. Well, they're budgeted badly. They've not got the surplus they need. But at the moment, they're just kind of like. I just know that they will turn around when prices calm down a little bit and go, oh well, because we've done such a good job, we've actually got a bit of a surplus,
And it's like, well, no, actually, you just didn't help people when they needed it. That's my rant. That would be easy vote winner for them. They get the hardcore Labour people going, you know what, they did this for us when we needed them. But we can't even say that. We can't say that.
Well, I've just looked up whilst you've been telling me this, right?
Yeah.
I've just been looking up who is running. So yes, Chelsea Marie Shelton is who was sending her people around to my house a couple of times. That was definitely Labour. I thought it was. We've got Sahi Aruri, Green Party.
Okay.
Tim Blazovic, Conservative and Unionist Party. Okay. We've got Edward Jack Evans, who's the Trade Unionist and Socialist Coalition.
Okay.
We've got Mark Timothy Edward Ingle, Liberal Democrats. He sounds posh.
He does, doesn't he? But then could you really vote for a Tim Davey representative? Like,
no.
Tim Davey, is that his name? Ed Davey. Ed Davey, it is.
Oh, Ed Davey. Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. I was going to say. And then we've got Mark Winter Ingrill from Reform. He'll win it. We're going light blue, I'm telling you. And then we've obviously got Chelsea. And then we've got Chaz Singh, who's independent.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Watch this space.
I don't even know where did you find that list?
Plymouth.gov.uk.
Oh, I'm not going to find mine on there then, am I?
Well, no, you won't find yours. But what did I Google? Hang on. I Googled Plymouth local elections 2026. I wonder if you'll be able to get the same info.
Oh, yeah. I found.
Postcode.
Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people I can vote for. I can vote for Peter Chandler of Lib Dems, Paul Hogan of your party. That ain't happening. Susan Janiver of Conservative Unionist Party. J-Lo of J-Lo.
J-Lo?
J-Lo. I can vote for J-Lo for the Green Party.
My God.
It's actually spelled J-A-Y.
I can't think why. Okay.
Tom Phillips for Labour or Lizzie Urquhart for Reform, who's actually worked in the NHS for 20 years. And I only know that because I got a leaflet through the door, so I know a bit about it.
You got a leaflet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sad I didn't get one, but I think, I don't know. I'd be very shocked if we didn't have a big switch in Plymouth, let's put it that way.
Hopefully here as well.
Well, we'll reconvene on that in a month's time.
No, it's not quite. Is it 1, 2, 2?
Just under
2 weeks tomorrow.
Oh my God! Yeah,
at time of release.
Holy moly!
Yes, there you go.
2 weeks. This year is just
it's just flying by, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, it's scary. Okay.
If you are voting, don't forget you got to take your ID.
Yes.
Very important. And if you don't want it to be able to be rubbed out, take a black pen.
Good idea.
I actually recall that the last few times I've been, I think there's actually been black pens there. I think some people have just taken them and left them there, like, knowing full well that, we don't want to trust pencils. It's 2026, not trusting pencils, are we?
I'm actually really surprised it is pencils in this day and age.
Yeah, that's true.
Dodge.
Yeah. Interestingly as well, the fact is it's meant to be anonymous, but they do actually scan the barcode on the form. So
it's definitely not anonymous.
So I don't think it is anonymous. They could probably look back at you. Yeah, quite. It's in a database somewhere.
To know whether you did or didn't vote, not so much who you voted for, but
or maybe it just registers if you tried to do it more than once.
That's probably it. Yeah,
probably. That's my thought.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. In other news.
Yeah. So what news? My God.
Yeah. Bridget Jones' statue becomes permanent resident of Leicester Square. She makes Londoners feel seen. So apparently,
Bridget Jones.
There's a Bridget Jones statue in Leicester Square that was there temporarily, and now it's being made permanent.
Bridget Jones offends me so because we were told that she was fat.
Yeah. She weren't fat.
We were brought up thinking she was fat. She's not fat.
No. Yeah. That's
dangerous.
It is. There we go. That's another rant. Yeah. We want people to be a healthy size. Nonce.
Well, we do. And we don't want people just having unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, exactly.
She was very, very average.
Yeah. Other news. I don't know if you've seen this one, but Sainsbury's unveiled that there's a crime going on that I had no idea existed.
What is it?
The crime is that people are stealing eggs. But I say stealing eggs, they're paying for them. But what they're doing is swapping out the cheap eggs in the box for eggs in a more expensive box. So they're sticking large in a, mixed medium box or whatever.
Yeah. Do you know,
I mean, is it not the most obvious crime? Like, you must have to stand there and piss about with eggs in the box.
Well, that's true. Yeah. You would notice if the box had been tampered with, surely.
Well, no, because everyone opens the box to check their eggs are not broken, don't they?
Oh, sorry. I don't know. Look, I've still got Easter on.
Okay.
I was thinking of chocolate eggs.
Oh,
I see.
Yeah. They're putting premium eggs out the premium box into a cheap box.
Oh my God. Yeah, do you know what? Whatever.
Because a pack of 6 Burford brown eggs sells for £3.20 at Sainsbury's, whereas own brand eggs sell for £1.80. Is it worth it? Yeah, just if you can't afford the Burford brown eggs, get the cheap ones.
I learned something today though about expensive eggs.
Okay.
They are generally not as fresh, therefore not as nice as the cheap eggs, because they're more expensive. They don't have as high a turnover, so they stay on the shelves longer. So their dates aren't as long, so therefore they're not as fresh as your cheap eggs, which people are buying like hotcakes. So buy the cheap eggs.
Buy the cheap eggs. There we go. We have solved.
I also learned another thing that my mum said to me. She asked me what the most stolen item from a shop was this last year.
Cheese.
Or this year. No, I'll give you another one.
Steaks.
No.
Butter.
No. It was chocolate. And I can believe that because it's so expensive now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And everyone loves a bit of chocky of an evening.
And that's why supermarkets have started putting like plastic things on the edge so you can't just go and wipe the whole shelf at once.
Have they actually?
Well, some have, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, you go to some supermarkets and they put, their washing detergent pods in the boxes, in the, the alarmed boxes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, are we going to get to that point where the only way to combat is that, you've got to order it and collect, or you've got to,
maybe
someone does your shopping for you, you stand behind a screen, you can't actually walk around the shop. I mean, I've seen shops like that in Liverpool where you walk in and it's like all screened off and then you tell them what they want and they go and get it for you.
I don't think they'll do it. I'll tell you for why. Because it'll cost more in wages than it would in losses.
It will. That's why I think it's more likely they'll try and encourage like click and collect and things.
Click and collect, yeah, definitely. They'll make that more accessible. But also, where they'll use soft tags, I reckon. The ones that are stickers?
Yeah.
Like you used to get on CDs? Yeah. They'll start using them, I reckon. Because they are buggers to peel off.
Yeah. Or maybe more AI shops. I mean, I don't know why Amazon closed theirs down, but there is plenty of shops in the world where, you've got to have a login to go in so they know who you are. And then when you wander around, it automatically bills you for things you've picked up.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
expensive to set it up, but they work. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So who knows? It's it is disturbing how prevalent theft is. And
it's happening because he lives. We can't afford to have the things we used to have.
No.
Our jobs haven't changed. Our wages haven't fucking changed, but the amount it costs to exist has changed.
Yep.
It's, so much. It's sad.
Yeah. Right. Well, that was a really depressing bunch.
That was depressing.
Of news. What a great feature. Notable news. And every story was, I mean, even the Bridget Jones one, that was meant to be a bit more lighthearted, but that didn't work out either. Let's move on.
Well, that's all right. I've got something a little bit more lighthearted for us now.
Okay.
What we can have a little chit chat about. Have you heard of little treat culture?
No.
Okay. You'll be familiar with it though, because have you ever thought, I deserve a little treat today? Have you ever just
it happens every day.
Yeah, me too. But that's what this is, right?
Okay.
So little treat culture is the habit of regularly buying small, affordable indulgences like a coffee or a pastry or a snack or whatever as a way to boost your mood and make every day feel a little bit nicer. Especially with Cosy Lives and bigger luxuries feel a bit more out of reach. So it's tied to the idea of I deserve this, where people use low-cost rewards as a form of self-care or stress relief. Obviously, get a little dopamine hit. You feel, I've treated myself. It's really nice, It's a nice feeling, isn't it? So, yeah, it's become a whole culture, apparently. So here are the top 20 little treats in the UK and roughly about how much they cost.
Okay. So we've got the elite cheap dopamine hits. We've got a Greggs sausage roll. No, overrated. Greggs most overrated bakery in the country.
Agree.
I
did enjoy their sausage rolls. I just think they could have been cooked a bit more. They were a bit anemic.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they're overpriced for what they are. They don't keep them warm because they refuse to pay the tax to. Every other supermarket chain manages to charge around the same and keep them warm for you.
Yeah.
They come across as greedy to me. Of
course they are. They're a business.
Yeah. No, I mean, compared to other businesses, very greedy.
Yes, no, I agree. Greggs Donut is the next one.
Overrated.
£1.20 to £1.30. I think the donuts are quite nice, aren't they?
Still overrated.
I think it's still expensive when I would much rather go down to Tesco, get a pack of jammy donuts for a quid.
Or custard ones.
Or $1.25. Oh no, it's got to be jam.
Or custard. I'll have custard. You have jam.
Custard are okay, but yeah,
chocolate.
Okay. Oh, I haven't had a chocolate donut in God knows. Do you know, there's a bakery down the road from me, Friary Mill it's called, and they do the most delicious donuts. I think they're like caramel donuts.
Ooh,
they
nice.
are so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think they've got like vanilla cream in the middle and then caramel on top. Oh my God, they are the best. I haven't had one in years.
Oh, vanilla cream, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God, it's made me feel certain feelings out. Anyway, the next one is a supermarket meal deal upgrade. So you get an extra snack or drink.
I mean, to me, if you go in the supermarket for a sandwich, it's a no-brainer. You've got to get the meal deal because...
Got to get the meal deal, yeah.
Because it's literally, it's like, $4.50 for a sandwich or a £5 for a meal deal.
Exactly. You're really not spending that much more. And some of the drinks, if you were to buy it on your own, would cost you like £3 for a coffee or whatever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, you might as well get your meal deal. Sometimes I get meal deals when I don't even need the meal deal, but it's just cost effective and I'll put the other bits I don't need in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly.
And the last one on this section is bakery cinnamon bun from an independent cafe, £3 to £4. That's very expensive.
That is steep. I mean, I think you can... I've seen them in Lidl, and Lidl's bakery's perfectly good. Yeah. I enjoy Lidl bakery, and it's a fraction of that price.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Money. I tell you what's good. If you want to little treat yourself, Cafe Nero, right? They do a coffee and a sweet treat for like £6 something, right? Which is quite good because they do by far the most superior coffee out of all the chain stores. It's nice and strong. Oh, delicious. They've got a really nice cherry vanilla one at the moment. And it won't interest you. You don't like stuff like that. You don't like coffee.
I mean, no, I don't like coffee. I mean, I don't mind like a frappuccino.
They do, I
like strawberries
believe,
and
have
cream.
those in that. Oh, I don't know if they do. I think it is a coffee
But
base.
we haven't got a Cafe Nero nearby. We've only got a Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks is okay, but they don't. They're much more expensive. You see, that's the problem. But I can justify spending £6 something on my favourite coffee, Cafe Nero, and a slice of their carrot cake, which is by far the best.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
It's worth noting
to read the next?
I was going to say, Starbucks, though, of course, do the Too Good To Go bags.
Yes.
I did actually get one the other day. I didn't get it from the nearest Starbucks. Yeah, I went to the next nearest one because I did the other week get one from the nearest one, and it was a sweet treats one, and it was good. There's loads in it. I like when I say loads, 4 or 5 items, I think. So when you add that up, it's a good price.
It's worth it because their sweet treats are expensive.
Yeah, but I didn't really just want a bag of sweet treats. So this time I went for a surprise bag.
Okay.
I think it was £5.50 at this other one.
Okay.
And in it got 2 tuna melts sandwiches, ciabatta things.
Yes.
2 ham and mozzarella ciabatta things, and a bacon roll.
Oh, hey, that's good value.
That was good. Yeah, well worth it.
Very well worth it.
So if you've not got
done Too Good To Go in a minute, I need to do that again.
Yeah, if you've never tried the Too Good To Go app, it's well worth downloading. Then don't tell anyone else about it, whatever you do, because they'll snap them all up.
If you live in Plymouth or if you live in Skem, then don't do it.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're going to just nick it from us and then we'll hate you. Sorry, don't do it. Do you want to read the next little bit out, Steve?
Yeah. I mean, this is about coffee. Again, I'm not wild about, I don't like coffee, to be fair. I was going to say I'm not wild about it. I just don't like it. Coffee chain latte, 3 to 4.50. Iced coffee / frappe, £3.50 to £5. As I say, I don't mind like a strawberries and cream frappe.
I really do feel like they are underestimating the price. I'm thinking of I'm sorry, you can't really get a frappe for under a £5, can you?
No, at Starbucks you're looking at £6. And then
easy.
At Starbucks, if you order on the app, whatever, it's like, do you want to add this? Do you want to add an extra shot of something? You're like, oh, you know what? A shot of hazelnut might be nice in that, and it's like, oh, it's an extra £1.50. And like, nah, it's all right. You can keep it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just for a shot of syrup. Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canned ice drinks, shop bought around £2. Oh, you can get like the Starbucks thing in like the supermarkets. Again, usually getting part of a meal deal as well, can't you?
Yes.
The big thing at the moment, the matcha lattes.
Oh, they're disgusting. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's a treat.
Oh, there's something else as well in there that's new that I did try at a Costa.
Really?
Yeah, and it was because they do it as God, what's it called now? Let me find what it's called. Because it's like, ubi, sweet ubi.
The hell is that?
So sweet ubi apparently has a sweet, creamy vanilla flavour and a light hint of nuttiness.
Okay, so this sounds naughty and nice.
I found it disgusting. It was a bit,
was it disgusting?
Bit on the sickly side for me.
Oh, yeah. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. I would
rather have had a strawberries and cream or a chocolate. Just
that's fair.
The sweet ubi, and because I know they do it as a hot chocolate. They do it as like an ice drink as well. No, stick to what you know. I think sometimes they just like to just bring out these products like matcha and sweet ubi, and
matcha's disgusting though. It tastes like soil.
Yeah, they're trying to appeal to someone, and it ain't me.
Well, I tell you what, they've marketed it as a healthier drink, which is ridiculous because they generally put in so much milk that it just stops it being healthy. And it's disgusting. It's quite bitter. It just tastes like earth. Not good.
Yeah. If you disagree with anything we say, of course, do let us know. Fill in the sexy feedback form on our website. I just had a look at Costa. They do iced tea as well. Cherry, vanilla, ice matcha latte, strawberry coconut matcha ice latte as well. I
recommend going instead back to Cafe Nero and trying their cherry vanilla iced latte because it was really coffee, and it was like a hint of vanilla and a hint of cherry.
Or just save your money and go to McDonald's.
Ew, no, their coffee's rank.
I don't drink the coffee, do I? But
I know you don't, but the coffee's rank.
the milkshakes are good. You know, the ice drinks they do are good.
Okay.
You know, at the moment they've got a Cadbury mini eggs frappe.
Well, there you go. Right, anyway, that's your little treat for later then, I'll take it. Right, anyway, we got to get through these or we're never going to get there.
No, that's true.
I think you got to the end of that, didn't you? Okay, what have we got next? We've got a chocolate bar, £1 to £2. Well, only if it's a very small treat.
No, well, actually, like a standard small bar, should it not be 60 to 70p, really? How much is a small bar of dairy milk now? Am I losing the plot?
No, it is expensive. It is probably about a couple pounds, yeah, I reckon. What are we calling a small bar, like weight-wise? 100 grams?
Classic 180 gram. No, 180 is still big, isn't it? What? The problem is they've changed the sizes now, because it's like if you get like a 4-pack. Have you seen how short the chocolate bars are in 4-packs now? Yeah,
absolutely tiny. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, unbelievable. So 120 gram bar of dairy milk at Sainsbury's is not found. That's useful. Thanks for that, Sainsbury's website.
God.
Let's check Asda.
Yeah, Asda, I have it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Asda aren't cheap anymore, though, are they?
Nowhere's cheap anymore. It's just the world we live in now.
You see, look, you can get the Cadbury Dairy Milk Little Bars, chocolate 4-pack, 4 18 grams bars for £1. Right. Or you can get the 4-pack of Dairy Milks.
Yeah.
That's 33.5 grams. There you go. That's a normal size one, isn't it? 33.5 grams.
33.5 grams.
Is about right for just a standard chocolate bar. That's £1.75.
That's absolutely tiny.
£1.75 for 4, though, of what is classed as a correct portion. Works out 43p a bar.
See, have you or I ever given a fuck about correct portions? Behave. We'd eat the fucking whole pack. We would.
Have you ever looked at how much of a portion you're meant to have of cereal? That's the most depressing thing ever.
It's a joke. It is an absolute joke. I don't want to talk about this. We're cheering ourselves up. This is we're supposed to be making ourselves feel better.
How many Weetabix are you meant to have in a portion, out of curiosity?
I think it's 2.
2. Oh, I usually have 3.
Yeah, I normally have 3 too. Yeah. Anyway, right, let's get through this bloody list. So that was a single small bar of chocolate, £1 to £2. A sharing chocolate that you don't share, £2.50 to £4 if you're lucky. Ben and Jerry's branded ice cream tubs, £4.50 to £6.50. And we also have a protein bar, pretending to be healthy because they really are lying about that, £2 to £3. Wow, that's expensive.
Also, quick mention again, honourable mention because we've talked about it before, Tony's Chocolonely. It's on the expensive side, but it is so good.
And it's ethical.
Yeah. What about self-care little treats? This is a dangerous category because you can end up spending a small fortune. Lip balm, about £3, e.g. Boots Glossy Lip Balm Coconut 15ml.
I'm very good at buying lots of lip balms.
Okay. Face mask, £2 to £5. Is that how much it is for face mask now, just for one?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Really expensive. Yeah.
Oh, Lush. I've seen a bit about Lush. I think I see Michael Barrymore going to Lush.
Yes.
Yeah. £5 to £9.50 for a bath bomb. A bath bomb.
Yeah.
I would expect a multi-pack. I'd expect a 6-pack.
I know.
That's ridiculous. Who is spending a tenner on their bath?
Yeah, but when it's a little treat, it's different, isn't it?
No.
You just think I'm going to have the best bath of my life. It's basically it's cheaper than a spa. But I'm going to turn my bath into a spa for £10. Just light some candles that I've got lying around. We'll be absolutely laughing. Play a bit of the whale music and you can lie there in your fizzy bath. And imagine you're in a spa paying hundreds of pounds. It's amazing.
I will pass. I don't think you'll ever find me in a lush. Thank you.
Okay.
Also, hair oil / mini treatment, £5 to £12. Oh, do you think that'd help with hair loss? Moving on.
No.
Let's continue to the next category.
Okay, the I deserve this treats. We've got a bubble tea.
No.
No, not great. Smoothie or a juice bar drink.
No, just go to supermarkets and get a smoothie.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'd go to the supermarket and get it. It still costs quite a lot of money there. So
it does, but you can usually get like a litre or whatever, litre and a half.
If you go to Aldi, you can get a thing of smoothie for, I can't remember how much, it's like £1.29 or something stupid.
Yeah, same at Lidl, and it's nice.
Yeah,
keep it in the fridge
really
for a few days.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. And then we've got cute stationery, pens, stickers. I am a sucker for nice stationery.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Oh, stationery ruins me underwear. That does. I love it. And charity shop finds that still feels like a win. I'm all right. I'm going to pass on. That doesn't feel like a little treat. It feels like I've just saved the world a little bit.
What,
it's
going to a charity
everyone
shop?
Else. Yeah, if I've bought something in a charity shop, I feel like, give me a pat on the back. I've just done something very green for the earth. I don't feel like I did that for me.
Fair dues. What about seasonal / trending treats such as Strohs and cream pots for £2.50 to £4? Yeah, when it's in season, Strohs and cream, you can't knock it. That is a great British institution.
I agree.
Ice bakery cookie / New York style cookie, £3.50 to £5. Not for one cookie. Come on.
No. Go buy a pack.
Go to Lidl.
Go to the Asda. Go to Lidl.
Yeah. Loaded croissant / pastry, £4 to £6. Again, no.
Too much money. God. Again, go to Cafe Nero. They do the most incredible.
Some people have got a lot more money than I've got. Yeah.
Yeah, but please go and try a pistachio croissant from.
I haven't got a Nero near me. It's not happening.
I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay. I'm addressing the nation.
Okay.
Go and get one, but not if you live in Plymouth, because you got to leave some for me. So yeah, I mean, I suppose as a concept, the little treat culture, I think you've got to be a bit careful, because I think you and I do it. Anyway, it becomes a habit, doesn't it? And then it racks up. You're spending a bit more than you should. And
I mean, if you had got them bath bombs like 3 or 4 times a week, that's
I would. You wouldn't. No, see,
120 quid a month. That's an expensive too.
Yeah. I'm sorry. If I was going to buy a bath bomb for a tenner, I'd probably buy like one a year. Yeah, I'm completely honest with you. I'm. Look, you can go down to B&M and get like a bath bomb for £1, you know? So go get one of those, but for an extra special one, you know, if your boyfriend just broke up with you, or I don't know, if you didn't get the job promotion that you wanted, you need a little pick-me-up.
Or you watch Bridget Jones and you find out that you're morbidly obese because they reckon she's fat. Yeah,
exactly. Then absolutely, go and spend the £9.50.
Yeah.
But otherwise, don't do it. And I think, you need to set boundaries with yourself. That's certainly something I need to be doing. Set some bloody boundaries.
Set some boundaries.
I'm definitely ADHD and like really impulsive with spending. It's not good. It's not good. Anyway, shall we move on?
For the record. Exhibit. Hey.
So this week we have the murder of Mary Jane Voller. The evening of June 24th, 1898, settled quietly over Barking, East London. It was the kind of warm, dimming summer night where nothing seemed out of place. Children still played in the streets, neighbours drifted in and out of each other's homes, and the rhythm of working-class life carried on as it always did. 5-year-old Mary Jane Voller, known affectionately as Little Jenny, was among those children. She lived with her family in a modest home in a tight-knit community where people knew one another. where the streets felt familiar and where danger was not something parents expected to find just outside their doors. At some point that evening, Jenny's mother asked her to run a simple errand. It wasn't unusual. The distance was short, just a few yards, the kind of task a child her age could manage without concern. Jenny left the house alone, stepping into the fading light, likely expecting to be gone only minutes. She never came back. At first, there was no panic. A delay could mean distraction, another child to play with, a pause along the way, a moment of curiosity. But as minutes stretched into something longer, unease began to creep in. Her family went looking. Neighbours joined in. The streets that had felt so ordinary only moments before began to shift into something else entirely. Calls for Jenny echoed through the area. People checked corners, doorways, alleyways. There was no sign of her. No one seemed to have seen where she had gone. It was as if, in the space of a few short moments, she had simply vanished. Then later that night, the search took a darker turn. Jenny's body was discovered in a flooded ditch not far from her home. The distance was small, disturbingly small, close enough to suggest that she had never truly left the safety of her own neighbourhood. Close enough to make it impossible to ignore the question of who could have done this, and how could they have done it without being seen. She had been stabbed. The brutality of the act shocked everyone. It wasn't an accident. It was a misadventure. It was deliberate, violent, deeply unsettling, especially given the circumstances. A young child, a short journey, a familiar place, and yet something had gone terribly wrong in a matter of moments. Police quickly became involved, but the investigation faced immediate challenges. There were no clear witnesses. No one could say definitively who Jenny had spoken to or whether she had been approached at all. The area had been active that evening, people coming and going, but no one reported anything obviously suspicious. That absence of information became one of the most haunting aspects of the case. Because for a crime like this to occur so quickly, so close to home, and without drawing attention, it suggested something deeply uncomfortable, that the person responsible either blended in seamlessly or belonged there. Suspicion inevitably turned inward. In close communities, strangers are noticed, but familiar faces are not. Police had to consider the possibility that Jenny may have known her attacker, or at least felt safe enough not to run. That detail, though never proven, lingered over the investigation like a shadow. Searches were carried out. People were questioned. The surrounding area was combed for any sign, any clue, any trace that might point to what happened in those missing minutes, between Jenny leaving her home and being found in a ditch. But nothing conclusive emerged. No weapon was definitively linked. No suspect was ever charged. No clear sequence of events could be established. The case, despite its urgency and the horror it inspired, began to stall. And then, like so many cases of its time, it slowly faded. In the late 19th century, forensic science was limited. There was no DNA analysis, no advanced crime scene reconstruction. Investigations relied heavily on witness testimony and physical evidence that, in this case, simply wasn't enough. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the chances of solving Jenny's murder grew smaller. Yet the questions never went away. How could a child disappear and be killed so quickly in such a small area, without anyone seeing anything? Who had the opportunity? Who had the motive? And perhaps most unsettling of all, how close were they? The murder of Mary Jane Voller remains unsolved to this day. More than a century later, her story lingers, not because of what is known, but because of what it isn't. It's a case defined by its silence. No clear suspect, no resolution, just a brief errand, a short distance, and a life cut violently short in a place that should have been safe. And somewhere in those missing moments between leaving home and being found, the truth still waits, unseen, unheard, and unanswered.
As far as I know, aliens have never stabbed anyone to death.
No.
Okay.
But also, I would say, one feels we could be looking at the parents a little more closely.
I think it's been a bit vague on what this errand was.
That's true. It has been a bit vague.
What if the errand was, say, a loan shark or a drug dealer, and she was going to say, "Oh, we've not got the money for you."
Oh yeah, you see, you never know.
Or or maybe it was a drug dealer and she tried to steal the drugs for her parents or whatever.
Maybe.
And they were like, "No, you're not."
I don't know. Yeah, something like that could have happened, or it could have been.
I think the details are missing here. I think wherever this errand was must be linked. It's got to be.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the errand was linked, or maybe the parents had fallen out with someone and they were waiting to get their revenge. But I also think, a bit sort of Madeleine McCann style, why aren't we looking a bit harder at the parents? Because, a stranger might have been noticed, or, it's quite true that you're quite often murdered by someone you know and you're quite close to, because you don't see it coming. What's to say it didn't happen at home and then she was moved and dumped? That's kind of what I was thinking.
I mean, you would have thought they might have searched the house to check for any kind of clues or anything.
But in those days, it was so much easier to hide, wasn't it?
Maybe.
How could you determine the blood was hers, even if you found blood? How could you determine, they obviously managed to get rid of the murder weapon pretty easily. Well, it wasn't found. It was probably a lot easier to hide something like that in those days. I don't know. I personally think that the parents might have had something to do with it.
Perhaps. Or whoever the errand involved.
Yeah. Or maybe it was an accident and the parents didn't want to be blamed, so they stabbed her and then dumped her to make it look like she was murdered.
How would you accidentally stab someone?
No.
How would you accidentally murder someone?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. They threw something at her or something, or I don't know. They had an argument and they, like back in those days, they would have walloped their kids. Maybe they walloped her a bit too hard, and I don't know. She fell, hit her head wrong, and died. So they were quick, like, fuck, like, I don't know, man. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I like the fact you're throwing out ideas. But yeah, it's still a mystery to me. That one is an unsolved mystery.
That is an unsolved mystery. We don't get too many of those nowadays.
No. Oh, well, there we go. We can't blame aliens for that one, I don't think.
I mean, we could.
Okay, but, aliens is. Stabby aliens.
But you go with aliens. I'm going with the parents.
Okay.
I reckon it was a previous incarnation of the McCanns.
Or a loan shark.
Nah, it's definitely Kate and Jerry McCann in the 1800s. I'm telling you.
For legal reasons, obviously, Kate and Jerry may not have had anything to do with the disappearance of Madeleine McCann.
Well, yeah, of course not. Just left her in a hotel room, just neglected her. But okay.
Yeah. Right, let's move on.
It's follow fast or scroll past. Spending money, don't be daft. If it's decent, we'll say go on. If it's rubbish, it's getting gone. It's Topicopedia's follow fast or scroll past.
Yes.
And I have it on good authority that He's a 10 but has come back again.
Is it?
Apparently it's back.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rating game trend has resurfaced with new chaotic twists. People are adding niche traits such as he's a 10 but collects taxidermy frogs.
Okay, fair dues.
So we have only 10, not too many, of these to go through, and we can weigh in on what we think. Okay. So the first one is he's a 10, but he claps when the plane lands.
I think did we not cover this a few weeks ago? And I said
we did.
We don't clap when the plane lands. I mean, we do clap when someone sticks a dildo to the cabin roof.
Oh, absolutely! That is always worth a clap. You didn't have the clap before, you'd have it afterwards, wouldn't you?
What about he's a 10, but he calls his mum mummy?
Oh, no. Sorry, you're not a 10 anymore after that. No. Okay. How about he's a 10, but he only drinks water with cordial in it? No, sorry.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, it's not.
No,
yeah,
water's boring on its own.
Water's fine. Water's water. Like, listen,
stick some cordial in it. Make it exciting. Live dangerously.
I don't have a problem with cordial, but you shouldn't be drinking that all the time.
Yeah.
Sugar and shit that's in it. No,
you get sugar-free one. It's all good.
Grow up and just drink water.
What about he's a 10, but he narrates what he's doing out loud?
Oh, no, that's awful. Don't do that. It reminds me, have you seen The Emperor's New Groove?
No, don't think so.
Best Disney film ever. Go and watch it. I made Lee watch it a few weeks ago. He'd never seen it, and he thought it was pretty funny. But there's a bit where Kronk, the character who's all brawn and no brain, but lovely, he has to dispose of a body, and he kind of makes his own theme music as he's doing it. And he's going, and then it just gives me Kronk vibe. No, don't do it.
Okay.
No.
Right. What about he's a 10, but he still uses Facebook as his main social?
That's I feel like this is getting aimed at younger people.
Yeah.
Because I'm okay with that. I'm not that bothered. It's not that deep, but I know it's an old person app now. So
the thing is, though, Facebook, you can actually put a status on. You can't really put a status on with like TikTok or Snapchat. It's not the same, is it? It doesn't have a timeline and stuff.
I think you're missing the point. I think it's cringe to do a status now, you know?
Is it? It's tough shit.
It is a bit cringe, isn't it? When you go back on your Facebook memories and you see the random crap that you used to post all the time.
I like the fact it used to say your name.
And then is,
or whatever. Yeah, and you just like, you wrote
so
it.
Cringe
you continued You continued it to make a sentence. And it was, when you see them come up, because it doesn't come up like that now.
No, it doesn't.
So you're looking at it going,
what it means,
that doesn't make sense. But
we know though.
Yeah.
It's fine.
But it is highly scary when you're like looking at social media. It's like, you posted this 20 years ago.
Oh, and I tell you what I don't like is that if you go on your profile now, it tells you how many posts you've made in total.
Oh, does it? Let's have a look and see.
Well, mine does.
How many have you done? 6 years ago on this day, Steve Crook posted, anyone else craving a Big Mac and a flurry?
And what has changed? Okay.
Question is, did I actually post that, or did someone hack me? Did I leave my computer unlocked somewhere? I don't know.
You 100% posted that. Right. So I have posted, 9.7 thousand posts.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't really post anymore. Like, it's very rare.
7 years ago, I had a barbecue. It's quite funny though. My barbecue obviously wasn't working properly, and I've got my George Foreman out next to it on the side of the barbecue.
Oh, that's hilarious.
2019, I was saying, I love this weather. Oh shit, it's logged me out.
Well, in 3 years
it's like, you've seen enough now. Off you go.
Funny. 3 years ago, I was sharing to my story episode 48. Have you heard of Cole's Law? Oh God. 2 years ago, Emily was tagging me in a Pretty Fly night, which I'm going to this weekend actually for her birthday, so that would be fun. What else have I got here? I've got Holly's posted on my wall 2 years ago. It was it's a picture of Eminem, you know, Lady Marmalade, when Christina Aguilera was part of the entourage that sang it.
Yeah.
and she had that really big hair and the outfit. Someone's put Eminem's face on Lady Gaga.
Okay.
And then written Shady Marmalade. Fucking hilarious. Oh my goodness, there's all sorts of things on here.
You see, you don't get this on the other platforms.
Years ago. You don't, but I also don't like being reminded of most of this stuff.
Okay.
So I look at it, I just think, yeah, this is quite cringe. What's this? On this day, 7 years ago, you can't walk, but no bones are broken. Here's some cocodamol. Now fuck off, K, thanks, bye. A 4-letter word starting in C and ending in UNT springs to mind. Oh, I remember what that was. That was me going to the hospital about my knee.
That was one of your earlier trips to the hospital.
It was, yeah.
Oh,
What's this one? Sat in A&E. There's a guy here who was escorted in by 2 policemen. He was about three people
right.
after me, but he was sent through straight away and has just now been called in by the doctor while I still have to wait. What's probably going to be a 2-hour wait yet. Fuming, get seen quicker, all because he's a wrong un. Where is the justice in that? Fuming. You can tell I'm not happy. Oh dear. I'm not sure who this is about, but I've put a status saying, "What a bloke, happy birthday," smiley face. Don't know who that's about. Yeah, anyway. Does it say on the top of your profile how many posts you've
I've
posted?
only just managed to log back in. 11 years ago on this day. Just put on my t-shirt and shorts coming to work. Misjudged the weather a little. Car said 2.5 degrees. Oops.
Okay.
Okay. As if I just got ID to redeem £1 on a scratch card at the Co-op in Shevington 14 years ago.
Jesus.
15 years ago on this day. Is dying to know who's going to buy Total UK. Hurry up and ready buy it so I can decide if it's worth keeping my job or not. Oh yeah, that was when they sold up. Good Monday morning Facebookers. I've just got up. Not much left of the Monday morning now, and that's how I like it. Someone commented lazy.
Rude.
Yeah, right. So you go on your profile.
Just go on your profile and just under your name. Oh, I'm on the mobile version, so I don't know if it'll be different for you.
Oh, let's try it on my phone then. Anyone listening, please do let us know how many posts you've done on Facebook in the time you've had it. We'll see who's the biggest poster.
How can I find out how long I've been a member on Facebook for? I think it's since 2006, but I'm not entirely sure.
No, I'm just looking now on my phone. No, it doesn't tell me. It says 696 followers, 1.1k following, podcaster listening at Topicopedia.online. I
wonder if I can find out if I go on yours.
Yeah, maybe.
Or if it's just information for you. Oh, Steve, it does tell me.
Oh, does it? Oh, you can see it and I can't. Lovely.
How many do you reckon you've done?
4,000.
10,000.
Have I?
Yeah, you've actually done more than me. It's quite funny because we've probably been on it a comparable amount of time, I reckon.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I probably did share a lot of like radio updates and stuff like back in the day. I've shared...
Steve, back in the day, we posted all the time, didn't we?
And I've shared a lot of our terrible jokes on there.
Brilliant. Yeah. They are great.
If you aren't signed up to our social medias, please do react to our terrible jokes that we post on there.
Yeah, please do. Right, I think we need to carry on with this list or we're never going to finish the episode. So, he's a 10, but he eats cheese strings like a normal block of cheese.
Oh, no, you got to... What's the point in having stringy cheese if you don't string it?
Can I make a confession?
You don't tell me you just bite into it.
Yeah, I do. It tastes so much better.
What about
I don't like stringy things. I don't like the texture of stringy things.
Whatever. He's a 10, but he says nom nom when eating.
Just get him in the bin. You can't. That's so cringe. He's not a 10 anymore.
Okay.
He's a 10, but he has a really loud sneeze. You all have a fucking loud sneeze, you men.
Oh, well, there you go.
all do it.
So still a 10
Yeah.
then, because you're not going to find someone that doesn't. What about he's a 10, but he waves at magpies every time he sees one?
Oh, I do that. Sorry. Didn't know that it stops me from, didn't know it was a red flag.
Okay. He's a 10, but he says that we're pregnant.
Oh, for God's sakes. No, you're not. No, we are not. I am, you're not.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
I'm with you on that. That is a bit cringe. It's not a...
Yeah, that is very
It's your fault. Yeah, it's not a wee
your
thing,
fault.
is it?
But if you've heard any of these, let us know. Topicopedia.online in the feedback form. He's a 10 but, or she's a 10 but. Let us know if you've heard any fun ones.
Yeah, and we can join him.
Yeah.
It's the meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week.
So unique. It's the meme of the week.
Meme of the week. Meme of the week.
Meme of the week. So
I just had to scramble for one.
I luckily saved something the other day. I didn't actually save it because I thought it'd be a good meme. I actually thought it'd be a good survival tool, but we'll come to that after we find out who the winners are.
So, who do you think won last week?
You.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
me.
surprise.
Yeah, I was pretty funny though.
Okay. So this
Okay, what
week,
have you got?
this came up on my thing. I thought, you know what? That is a belting idea. I mean, you need to probably have some backup power supply to your house, because I'm guessing if there's a zombie apocalypse, your house, there might be issues with the power grid and whatnot. So you're going to want to probably have your own power source at the house, just as a backup. But this is how to protect your home in a zombie apocalypse. I suggest you probably note down where your nearest Bannatynes is. And basically, you just put treadmills all around your house. And obviously, they're never going to get to you. They'll just end up walking forever.
I've seen this before. Can I just say I've seen this before many years ago. So I'm just going to do what you do to me when you've seen it before and go, oh, that's old. That is old.
Well, it's new to me.
It's new to you. And that's all that matters.
I don't think we've ever used it on this segment.
I don't think so, no.
Well, there we go.
There we go.
If it's new to me, hopefully it's new to the audience, so we're going to go and vote for it.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So I'm going to go with this one. Poland reporter is going viral for her looks, right?
Oh, yeah. This is the one where
does-
she's got a black and orange dress or whatever.
No.
Black and mustard. Is it not?
No.
Oh, no.
She
Okay.
looks a little bit like Michael Jackson.
Oh, my
quite a
God.
lot of it.
That's scary.
And someone's commented saying, "Welcome to Channel 3." It got me. It's stupid, but it got me.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, gosh, she
my
looks AI.
submission-
Like,
It probably, well,
yeah. It's like there's no contour to the face or anything. It's just like, wow.
yeah.
She looks very flat. She's reporting for Polsat
flat.
News. Polsat
go.
News. Never heard of it.
Anyway, neither have I. So head over to Topicopedia.online and scroll down a little bit on the homepage where you can vote for your favourite meme of the week.
Go and do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
No pressure, but you must do it.
Right, I found the button. We don't need to fill now.
It's rude, it's crude, it might make you leak from laughing so hard you can't even speak. Two filthy jesters delightfully bleak. We'll make you laugh, snort and blush in a streak. It's Topicopedia's Joke of the Week.
Okay, so this
Okay.
is sorry, I've just seen something be
God.
posted in one of the local groups for my town. Sorry, this isn't a joke. I mean, to be fair, it's quite funny. Let me send you. I'm going to send you this post. Someone has. I've never seen this company advertised before, but it looks like they do gifts as well. They're called Resin Works, and and someone has ordered a product from them. And it says, the poster point is, I don't usually do posts like this, but I'm lost for words. A lady ordered one of my fuck off signs and she received it yesterday. She's messaged me saying she didn't actually think it would have the word fuck on it. I think it was fair, my initial response, and then she starts threatening me with papers and blocks me. Mind blown. Is this actually them just trying to advertise, do you think?
Yeah.
So yeah, because obviously on the thing it said censored across it. Could I get a refund, or I'll be going to the Sun newspaper. As you can see, the first one has a censored plaque or something on it. The one I ordered, not having something that actually says fuck in my house. Thank you for your message.
Wow.
I'm really sorry that you're not happy with the order. The image you sent me was the one I used for advertising purposes. Sometimes Facebook will block a post that contains offensive wording, but you can see clearly in the photo that is not part of the original design. You're more than welcome to return the item at your own cost for a full refund. Why try and sell it if it's not your original design? And why did you tell me you didn't have that one instead of sending me this one? If this is your mistake, and it should not cost me to rectify it. Do you know how big the Sun newspaper is, don't you? My son works for them, so I will get an article. Oh my God, is he an editor? Does he get to decide what goes on it? Design the wording was just covered for the advertising purposes, as explained above. I understand you're upset, but it's not a mistake on my behalf. It's quite clear from the image that I blocked it out. Yes, I'm aware of the Sun newspaper, but I will not be threatened to give you a refund when the item is as described. I'm really sorry if this isn't the outcome you hoped for. You've left me no choice but to go to the Sun with this one. I'm sorry you feel this way. I'm happy to offer you a discount on your next order for the inconvenience. If you don't mind me asking, what department does your son work in? And then she put, he actually goes around the town centres handing out the issues. So selling it. Okay, fair to use.
Oh gosh.
I think that's been done as a publicity stunt. It's worked though, because I've read it out.
Has.
I mean, I don't know why they're in our town's group, because they're based in Staley Bridge. But you do get idiots like that though. We have photos of our products, like 2 mugs on the picture, but opposite way round to the handles, so you can see front and back. And then people keep marking us down, going, "I only got 1 mug." Oh,
for God's sake!
Yeah, it says it's in the description. It's
front and back.
Yeah, well, we started doing that with the new ones now. I mean, just people are thick. I mean, the wording says mug. Yeah. When it says quantity, it says 1. It doesn't say 1 pair. It says 1. Like, it is a mug. It is listed as a mug.
Yeah.
People just want stuff for nothing everywhere. There we go. There's a rant. Go to imenseprinting.co.uk, buy stuff, and please don't be stupid and think you're going to get 2 mugs when it clearly says 1. We do illustrate that we print on the front and the back, because some cheapskates will just print on one side of the mug.
Yes, definitely head over to imenseprinting.co.uk where you can get your really good mugs, and they're cheap. I don't know what people are complaining about.
People want stuff for nothing, don't they?
Segment.
Yeah.
They do.
Anyway, Jim fished all day, but he didn't catch a single thing. And then on his way home, he stopped at the local fish market. And he said, throw me the 3 biggest trout you have. So he shouted to the owner, throw me 3 of the biggest trout you have. Why throw them? The owner asked, confused. He said, so I can tell my wife I caught them.
Very good, yes.
Why don't bakers argue much?
I don't know.
They just roll with it.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
I swapped my bed out for a trampoline.
Oh, that sounds like fun. That sounds maybe comfortable, actually. It's probably a cheaper alternative to getting a new mattress.
My other half hit the roof.
Oh, gosh.
What's the speed limit of sex?
I don't know.
68, because at 69 you have to turn around.
Ah! Very good.
Okay, one more. What did one necrophiliac say to the other?
I don't know.
Want to go for a couple of cold ones after work?
No. That's my kind of humour.
Yeah.
That love it. Oh God. Okay. What do you call a magical dog?
Oh, I don't know.
A labracadabrador.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. A pirate walks into a bar, and the barman looked at him strangely and asks, "Is that a wheel in your pants?"
Okay.
And the pirate answers, "Arr, it's driving me nuts." That's terrible. Oh dear. Okay. I threw my husband a birthday party, but it was only for half a minute.
Okay.
Yeah. It was his 32nd birthday.
Oh my God. That's terrible. That's no.
It's so bad. Okay, one more, and then we really must go. Two condoms are walking past a gay bar, as they do, and one says to the other, "Do you fancy going in there and getting shit faced?" Okay, anyway, that's all from us for episode 205 of Topicopedia. Short and sweet before I accidentally discover a brand new symptom live whilst recording. Thank you so much for listening. We genuinely love it. We love having you here. And I almost didn't say it. Keep sending in your messages and feedback. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, and everywhere else as Topicopedia Podcast. And don't forget, you can find everything, episodes, links, all the good stuff over at topicopedia.online. Don't forget to vote for your favourite meme of the week. Make sure you're following, subscribing, rating, reviewing. Tell your friends, but maybe not Uncle Jerry because he's still on thin ice. We've been Nicole and Ste, and we will catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.